All right, we're back with episode 3 of Road to Max. I did record this once already, but the file got corrupted. I have 99 cooking now, by the way. It was supposed to be a big surprise, but now since I've already gotten it and the clip of me getting it is now gone, this is what we get. After getting members, and I invested some of that money into grapes. So I made a bunch of wines. I'm 99 cooking. I do have 32 mil now. That was mostly just because of me standing at the GE for 3 days making wines. I just started flipping items. Anything I saw that might have a margin, I bought low, sold high overnight. You know, simple stuff. Used a GE tracker website to keep track of the prices, but I now have 32 mil. It looks like a lot, but once we start training, as any older RuneScape player would tell you, 32 mil is nothing. It will go by very quickly. I am at 519 total now. I did train 31 agility, which I had recorded, which I do not have anymore. But other than that, nothing else has changed. Besides the prayer, I did get prayer. I forgot. Was recorded, now gone. So now I instantly have 43 pray, 99 cooking, and agility up to 31. I want to knock out 60 agility, but there are several quests that gives me agility XP, and the Varrock course is like the worst course ever. The XP boost going from the Alcared course to the Varrock course, it goes from like 12k at Alcared to like 14k at Varrock. It's horrible. I don't know why it's scaled that way, but I'm just going to do quests and hope I get to as close as 40 as I can, so I can knock out the Canifis course, which is honestly the best one. And I do want to get my Graceful at some point. I already have 20 marks. But other than that, I did mark down a list of quests I want to do, just so I can start unlocking like Herb, Runecraft, get some early levels. You know, they give me free levels that most people don't know about, or I guess new players don't know about it. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into our first quest. We are going to start off with Children of the Sun. This doesn't give the agility XP that we just spoke about, but I'm already in Varrock, and it's a very easy quest to knock out. That is Children of the Sun done. It has a piece of chicken there just because this bandit was afraid we are going to fry him up like a piece of chicken. I mean, if you actually read some of the dialogue, some of them are funny. Mostly the newer ones, though. Go ahead and knock out Druid Ritual, just so we can unlock Herb. All right, that's Druidic Ritual done. 4 quest points. Herbler skill is unlocked. 250 Herb XP. That should get me to level 3. Perfect. I can now make attack potions. I probably won't touch that skill for a while. It's better just to stack up the herbs and everything that I'm going to need. Right. But since I'm already here, I might as well knock out the witch's house. I do need cheese. I don't think there's a cheese spawn here. I might actually have to leave to go grab cheese. All right, we're gonna be starting the witch's house quest. This boy's out here crying. Apparently he has lost his ball, and we need to go get it back from this witch. I don't think she stole it, or maybe she did. I'm not sure. He's been crying. He's a sad little boy, and we gotta help him out. And before we continue with this quest, there's a bot farm in this same world doing this quest. They're all the same level. 100% of bots, bro. Just look at the bots. They're all fighting to try to get in the room. Like, that's crazy, bro. If you're watching this, report all these bots. It's insane. Okay, surprisingly, I'm gonna have to hop worlds to do this quest since there are so many bots here, and there's no way we're gonna get in there, especially since they're all trying to spam their way in there. And let's accept. Come on, there we go. 6,000 HP and some quest points. We're now 36 hit points. All right, I've decided we're gonna do recruitment drive since it's in Falador, and it should be pretty easy for us to do. I hope so. And it does give me some of that agility XP that we've been talking about. They changed this part of a quest. I don't remember picking up weapons to fight this dude. Pretty sure back in the day you had to change to be a woman, because the teaser was no man can defeat me. So if you're a woman, it would work. But now it's like different attack styles that he's weak to. That's weird. I mean, okay, I don't have to spend money to change my gender anymore, but okay. All right, that's the end of recruitment drive. A nice little flashback down memory lane. 1 quest point, 1,000 prayer, herb, and agility XP, plus 3,000 coins, and we can set our respawn to folly now. We do get a helmet. I think I'm actually gonna buy some equipment from him, or I believe I can buy it from him. We do have 10 herb now, which is great. Just more XP, more levels. It all works out at the end of the day, but I honestly think this armor, not this one, but the Prostolite is like the best. But I think I think it's Sea Slug. Yeah, it is going to be Sea Slug, because this is all 20. I'll sell you that helmet back. Let me see Sea Slug, because I do want that armor eventually. I need 30 fire making. I do not have 30 fire making. That will be a good one to do in the future. I'm sure some of these quests are going to give me fire making, and I'm going to need that armor before I start Slayer, unless there's newer armor. I'm learning all this since it's been years. All right, we're going to go ahead and start the Taurus Trap. This one's going to be strictly for agility XP, because why the hell not? All right, we have found Anna. The fun part about this quest is I don't even have to talk to her. I'm just going to run up on her. Let's just be sneaky. Let's just run up and snatch her. She's mine. All right, and this should be quest completed, I hope. And time to get agility XP. Nice. One more. All right, 36 agility. That's going to save me a lot of time at the Varrock course. That was probably over an hour's worth of XP there. Next, we will be doing the Sea Slug. All right, I stand corrected. Sea Slug I can do, but the quest I was looking for was the Slug Menace. But I do not have the stats required to do that at the moment, as I need to finish Wanted, the Sea Slug, 30 Runecraft, 30 Slayer, and 30 Thieving. So I think since I'm going to be in that area, I might as well knock out the Grand Tree quest line, just to make it easier on myself. So let's go ahead and start that. All right, time to wrap up another quest. There we go, another 2,500 XP. He's trying to let me in. I do not care about going in there. I'm 26 fishing, and I forgot to tell y'all, I have updated my armor. I went with enchanted just because I don't see it too often, and it did match my cooking cape. So there's that. And I got Wizzy boots. I'm surprised to see that they're only like 170k now. It's been a while. I'm assuming they've been beat out by something else. But let's move on to the next quest. Finish this quest. Even though I'm a little lagging because I'm uploading a video right now. But shouldn't be too bad. Just hit spacebar, take payment. 12,000 attack XP, 2,000 thieving XP, 1,000 gold, and 2 quest points. 36 attack, 14 thieving. That's good. I didn't even have to touch that skill. All right, we are now 48 combat, 605 total level, and we can almost wear ruin items. So by the time I finish these quests, I think I should have 40 plus attack and over 40 strength. I'm not sure if any of them give defense, but let's go ahead and hop into the next one, which would be either the Grand Tree or Tree Gnome Village. I can't remember which one comes first. I think I scuffed up my recording there, but we did just finish the Grand Tree. Got 40 attack off that, 39 agility, and I believe a magic level. But anyways, we're moving on to the Tree Gnome Village quest now. All right, we have defeated the Warlord, and this should be the end of the Tree Gnome Village and get that juicy XP once again. And then hopefully we can now use the spirit tree to travel around, which will help us out. 2 quest points, 11,500 XP in attack, a gnome amulet that I will instantly drop because I don't believe I need it. But we now have 43 attack, 139 off of 44, and we're 50 combat. We're getting huge. Next quest, let's look at the waterfall quest and knock that one out. All right, I just put the ruins on everything. Let's put the amulet on her and hopefully be done with this quest. Oh, I forgot about the urn. Let's add that to it. There we go. 1 quest point, 13.7k strength and attack XP, 2 diamonds, 2 gold bars, and 40 mithril seeds. We're now 42 strength, 46 attack, and 52 combat. Getting strong, boys. We can probably hit 10s or 11s now. We do have a grand total of 70 quest points now. It's getting up there. How fast can I knock out Barrow's gloves? Let's find out. Next is probably going to be Dwarf Cannon, just because we're so close. And I don't think I need any materials. I just need a hammer. Okay, I just need a hammer. I can just teleport and grab that. And let's get ready to do another quest. And that's Dwarf Cannon completed. 1 quest point, 750 crafting, and I can now use the Dwarf multi-cannon. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. I might, but you got to have a lot of money to keep that up. That, and I'm level 1 range right now. Eventually I'll work on it. I might use it for Slayer here and there, but that's another quest done. Time to move on. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start Plague City. No really big rewards from this besides the ability to use teleport to Ortagon, but let's get into it and knock it out. And that's the end of Plague City. 1 quest point, 2.4 thousand mining XP, and we can now teleport here. Thank God. I've been running around this place so often. Now 18 mining, never mind 1 single rock. That is perfect. And before we hop into Biohazard, we're gonna knock out Monk's Friend real quick, just because it's a quick, easy quest. And I'm already here. Look at these guys, we're having a party in the monastery. Oh man, he's wild. He's wild. Brother Omad, you crazy little dude. There's even an imp here. The other monk is not dancing though. But that's Monk's Friends done. 1 quest point, 2,000 woodcut XP, and 8 law ruins. And that gives us 22 woodcut. Getting those levels for free. And now we're gonna move on to Biohazard. And Biohazard is completed. 3 quest points, 1.2 thousand thieving XP, and we now have access to all of Ardone. 17 thieving from that, right, we're gonna knock out Merlin's crystal and then do the Holy Grail afterwards. There's 4 more quests that I'm gonna do in total before I move on to something else. I don't want to knock out every single quest. I don't want this video to be 45 minutes of questing. So we're gonna do a chunk of quests in this video, chunk of quests in the next video, and have some skilling in between. Let's go ahead and hop in and finish Merlin's crystal. All right, this should be the end of the Merlin quest. Let's just talk to King Arthur as we have just saved Merlin. 6 quest points and Excalibur. Would be best in slot if I was 30 attack still, but let's move on to the Holy Grail. And yes, I'm only doing this quest because I want the defense XP, so I don't have to train to 40. And then also it does give a good amount of prayer XP. Might get me to 45 if I remember. Let's go and start it and knock it out. All right, we're almost killed the Black Knight Titan, but it is kicking my butt right now. I might have to use prayer. I'm hoping not. I don't know what that just did. What does that special do? Oh, it increases my defense. I didn't know that. Please get the last hit before I die. I have 1 food left. I guess I still have my prayers, but I didn't think I was going to need it. And there we go. Why was that more stressful than it needed to be? All right, let's finish up the Holy Grail. 11,000 prayer XP, 15,000 defense XP. That gets us 45 prayer and 42 defense. We can now wear our full ruin. And look at the booty smuggler here. What is he doing? I have no idea. That's crazy. But all right, moving on to the next quest. All right, we're going to start Horrors from the Deep. One of the last quests we're going to do for this video. I'm going to knock it out pretty quick. I'm doing it just because I want the Zammy books. I want all the books basically. So we're going to knock it out. Okay, I was doing Horrors from the Deep quest and I had to come here to grab a key from the Barbarian Agility course. I haven't done this and I was 1k XP away from 40 so I can unlock the Canvas course, and I said I'll just knock it out real quick. But I realized something I was doing this. It now gives you strength XP. Has it always been like that, or is that just me? Yeah, it gives me 41 strength XP per lap. I just found that odd, and I don't know if people know about that. When I started the course, it asked me if I wanted strength XP. I said, of course. Like, this could be like a strength training method for like obby maulers or, you know, one attack peers or something. Like, that's pretty crazy. I didn't know it did that. But let's knock off 40 agility real quick and finish this quest. All right, that's Horror from the Deep done. We received 2 quest points, 4.6k strength, range, and magic XP, and a damage book. Get through this dialogue. That's 20 range, 46 magic, 43 strength, and 54 combat. That's nice. 1 to 20 range is going to save a lot of time. But I do want to claim these books. 1 floor down. Here we go. All right, we're back at the GE. We bought all the page sets. See if we can go ahead and open them. How do I open them?
You stupid.
I'm surprised by the price of these books. They're all around 20k. The Zammy book is 30k, but I remember when I first did this on my main account way back when, it cost like 5 mil just to get the Zammy pages for the book. It's pretty insane how cheap it is now. But I guess that's what happens when there's tons of them in the game at the moment. Let's go ahead and open more and fill these out. Now, I probably didn't need to do this to all of them, but I might as well. They're so cheap, and somehow they almost formed a cross there. Book of Law, obviously best for range. Darkness for magic. Unholy Book is best overall. Book of War gives strength. It actually shows it right here. 5 prayer, 10 range, 10 magic, 5 pray. This one gives +8 to all stats, +5 prayer. Melee strength for God of War. Holy Book is +8. Pretty much, that's the same as the Zammy book, so I guess they're the same thing. Oh no, the Holy Book gives defense, and the Book of Balance is +4 on attack and defense. Okay. Probably never going to use the Book of Balance. Probably never going to use the Holy Book. I will probably use the Zammy book for training melee. Maybe the Book of War. Just depends. But all right, we're almost done. I have one more quest to do. Then we can start training our account again. All right, and the last quest I'm going to do for this video is Priest in Peril, so we can unlock Canifis. Then as soon as we unlock Canifis, I'm going to knock out 60 agility, just so hopefully I can get enough points to get the Graceful, and that would help me in my plans moving forward. Let's go ahead and start it and knock it out. All right, and that is Priest in Peril done. We now have access to Morytania. We gained 1.4 thousand prayer XP and the Wolfbane Dagger. Can I pass through the barrier now? Yes, I can, please. I want to go to Morytania. Go to Morytania, it's unlocked.
Meet Swampletics, my Morytania-locked Ultimate Iron Man.
Wait, what?
After recently maxing my Ultimate Iron Man,
Is that
I decided to up
Swampletics?
the ante to forge my own journey from scratch.
All right, jokes aside, let's head into town and we can get ready for the agility grind. This will probably take about a day. Maybe, I don't know. It's been a while since I've done the agility grind. I want to get it done and then I'm going to start knocking out quests. I know the next quest line I want to start is for farming. I want to get right on the farming, start planting my seeds and all that, making some money. And from all those quests we did today, we gained 186,000 XP. That's why it pays the quest early. So this is good. I think we made great progress so far. I'm not going to end it on this. I want to get my agility level still. But we're 54 combat. We're wearing our ancient ruin since it goes with our cooking cape. We have the mightiest ruined scimitar. We went back to FTP now. We would be top tier. Our total level is up to 681. Everything's almost leveled up a little bit except for construction, rune crafting, and farming. But I will address those hopefully in next episode. But for this episode, we're going to knock out agility. It's time to grind. All right, the agility grind is almost done. We are doing our last lap before we hit 60, or we might hit it during the lap. Either way, 60 agility is unlocked. And yes, I am at the Follower course. I could not stand doing the Canifis course at 17 XP per hour, or 17,000 XP per hour. It would have taken another 10 hours to get 60. And I ended up with 154 marks of grace. That's not enough for the full Graceful set, but that's okay. I'm maxing this account, so I'm going to be doing plenty of agility. Oh, there's 60 right there. And I can always get it later. It's not a big deal. I'm probably going to try to do a couple levels of agility every episode just to help it out. I did do some fletching while doing these laps, and I am now 42 fletching with 733 total. So things are going good. It's always better to train more than one stat at once. Just going to ignore this old man. But let's go see what pieces we can get for now. I think it's 260 for the full set, so maybe I can get at least a chest and legs. All right, we're at Rogue's Den. Let's see what we can get. And we can view our laps, see how many we've done. 38 on Draenor, 42 on Alcared, 5 on Varrock. I gave up on Varrock very quickly. That one was horrible. 276 at Canifis, and 289 at Fallador. I think if I did Canifis to 60, it would have been like 800 laps or something like that. I'm all about XP, and I cannot take that much time to do that. We can get the top, and we can get the legs. Now, as a cape, we could get the hood. We can't get the boots. Let's get the hood for now, because I can get lightness boots. That would help out with that. The cape doesn't matter at the moment. So we got some Graceful now. For my next collection, I will probably knock out 50 fire making. There's a reason I'm going to do 50 fire making. It's going to be Wintertodt. I won't be doing it right away. There's a couple other things I still want to do. I want to get my farming up to help me get better rewards. And then I want to start doing birdhouses and farm runs and get them locked in together. And I think after I get all that set up, and maybe I think there's a few skills I got to level up a little bit higher if I want better rewards. We'll figure all that out in a minute, but let's go ahead and knock out 50 fire making. All right, 50 fire making is now done. That didn't take too bad. Just about under an hour. And before we can move on to do Fairy Tale 1, we have to do 2 more quests, Lost City and the Nature Spirit. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into Lost City. And I just realized I need 36 wood cutting for Lost City. So I guess I'm going on a wood cutting grind now. We knocked out 36 wood cut. Didn't take too long. I did some forestry. I've never done that before till now, because I believe it was coming out when I quit the last time. I'm gonna have to come back and look at it and see how it actually works. I only did like a few events. It's interesting. I need to put time into it, but I'm not going to sit here and do 10 hours of wood cutting right now. In the future I will, but not right this second. Let's go ahead and start Lost City. This quest is important. Not only does it let me do Fairy Tale, but it gives me access to dragon daggers and dragon longswords. Now there's still one more big quest that I'm going to do at some point. Is Monkey Madness, is where I can get the D-Skim. Now will I be able to have the attack to wield it by then? I'm not sure. But I know I have the rest of this episode, maybe next episode, to knock out a lot of these quests. Then I'm gonna start getting my combat gear, and that's when we can get into killing some of the lower level bosses, see how it works, knocking out some Slayer levels. We just gotta see. It's been a while since I've played, and there's a lot of new bosses over the last couple years that I have never even tried. But let's knock out this quest, and I'll meet back up with you. And that is Lost City completed, 3 quest points, and we now have access to Xanaris. And also, I can't be the only one that does this. I got like 20 of these branches. Just in case. You never know. I like to have them stacked up. But I don't think I will ever need another Draymond staff again. Now let's move on to the next quest. I did not bring a teleport. What's wrong with me? I'm going to move on to the next quest, Nature Spirit. Pretty simple quest. I don't think I should have any problems doing it. But let's go ahead. All right, that is Nature Spirit done. We received 2 quest points, 3,000 crafting, 2,000 hit points, and 2,000 defense XP. Don't think that's going to get me any levels. Okay, well, 38 hit points. Yeah, nothing else. Let's see, how many quest points? I'm at 92 quest points. I think I need another 80 for Barrel's Gloves. It might be time to start knocking out all the quests that I need to get that done, and then knock out whatever quest points I need afterwards. But let's move on to Fairy Tale Part 1. This should be the end of Fairy Tale 1. We received 2 quest points, 3.5 thousand farming XP, 2,000 attack XP, 1,000 magic XP, and we do get the magic scepters. Will be very appropriate when doing a farming runs. We now have 17 farming, and I feel better on doing my farming runs now. So we start leveling that up. It's better to knock it out quick. Well, it's not quick. You know how it is. It's the quickest 99, but you just spend a lot of time waiting. I think while I'm here, I'm going to do Fairy Tale 2. I can't complete it because I do not have the stats to complete it, but I'm just going to do it where I can unlock the fairy rings. And that is a must for most accounts. Some people don't care, but you can literally teleport pretty much anywhere across the world once you unlock fairy rings. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, we're all set up to start doing farm runs. Now, I won't be doing every location at the moment since some of them are still locked. I plan on doing Ordon, Cather Bay, Falador, and that's the only herb patches that I'm going to be doing for right now until I get everything unlocked. For trees, I'm doing Falador, Genome Stronghold, Lumbridge, and Varrock. Fruit patches, I can't do any right now because I don't have the level to plant any, so that will have to wait. I'm doing Morytania seeds for now, but we should see these levels fly by because I am planting my trees. I'm starting off with oaks because I'm only level 18, but over time this will go by quickly. I'm planting tomatoes and everything else. Eventually I'm going to be doing watermelons and then whatever anointment or flower that saves the watermelon from dying. I can't remember off the top of my head. But about time I start getting this into my dailies to get this leveled up quickly. And then after I do my first farm run, I aim to get... Click the wrong one. I aim to get my birdhouses set up, which will take another set of quests. And I know I've done more quests than I said I would this episode, but I won't be happy till I get that set up, because my next grind is going to take, it's not going to take forever, because obviously I want to go for fire making, but I want to be able to do farm runs and birdhouse runs in between that, just to give me something else to do. And it should give me a lot of extra XP and levels throughout. So let me finish this farm run and then we're gonna get started on that. All right, before we move on to Wintertodt, we're gonna knock out the dig site and then bone voyage, so we can start doing our birdhouse runs, which is gonna be basically most of my hunter XP. I don't really plan on training hunter unless I need to. I probably will later on in the late levels, but like I can get from 9 to 70 or even 9 to 80 just doing birdhouse runs while I level up everything else. So that's going to be helpful. I need to start that right away. I wanted to start it right when I did farming because they're going to be about the same amount of time between the birdhouses being done and my herbs being done. So if I get them at the same time, it works out perfect for me. But other than that, I just need to knock out these 2 short quests and then we can move on. This is the end of the dig site. There's some juicy XP, hopefully. There we are. 2 quest points, 15.3 thousand mining XP, 2,000 herb XP, and 2 gold bars. That should give us a few levels, 33 mining and 17 herb. I have not touched 1 potion yet and have not mined 1 rock yet, and that is awesome. We're now at 816 total. That's amazing. A lot of ground has been made today, but we do have 1 more quest to do. The bone voyage. I do need to get 100 kudos before starting this quest, so I need to knock that out. Let's get on it. All right, we have finished bone voyage and we now have Fossil Island unlocked. I have my dig site pendants and I'm putting down my first birdhouses now, which is perfect timing because all my farming herbs are done along with my trees. Well, except for one. I don't know. Maybe I should wait another 20 minutes. Who cares? Some of my trees are done. I didn't think the trees would be done that quick, but I guess oaks are a lot faster. But we're going to go ahead and knock that out. And then we're going to get ready for Wintertodt. All right, after the first full herb run of everything that I can unlock and do at the moment, we're now 24 farming and 821 total. So not too bad. The first couple runs are going to be a little slow. We only gained 3,500 XP for that run. But that's all right. It's all going to keep going higher and higher as we level up. Next is to get ready for Wintertodt. I need to find my worm clothing. I gotta remember what exactly counts. I think the skill cape counts as one. I think I need to get a fire staff or something, but I'll look it up and I'll meet you at Wintertodt. All right, guys, we finally made it to Wintertodt. It's been a long journey. I got my worm clothing on. Hopefully the wiki's right, because I bought a 600,000 scarf that I didn't even need, but I'm gonna wear it anyways because you only needed 4 items and I had 5. This is going to be about a week's journey to get 99, and it's not going to be the most exciting thing to do or watch me doing all these quests previous, but this is the groundwork for my account. All this rewards I'm going to get from this is going to set me up later on for when I really want to start knocking out some skills and getting them higher. So let's hop into it. I got a few hours before I'm going to go to sleep, and let's see what we get. All right, that's 13 Wintertodt done. I think I'm going to cut it off for now. I'm going to do more. This is the end for the video. I am at 65 making now. I did do a hunter run and another farm run, so I got some more total levels there. But we will continue with the grind tomorrow, but I would like to go to sleep. We're going to pull our rewards and see what we can get. But I was surprised while doing Wintertodt. They've changed it. It's been years. Maybe it's been over a year or two since they've changed it, but since the last time I've done it, there's no more reward crates at the end of it. You now have reward pools, and food is useless in there. You can make those potions that used to revive the pyromancers or whatever they're called, and you can drink them yourself, and they have a whole warmth system. And I may or may not have died because I was confused. I didn't know why I wasn't taking damage. I seen the warmth meter, but I didn't know what it meant. And I got insta-KO'd because I didn't know what it was. So I had to watch a quick guide just to learn what was changed, what was different. And I think I've gotten like 2 or 3 accounts here. 99 fire making. I never died once, and then now I've died. But let's go ahead and search this chest. I think we have 34. I don't expect anything good, but I at least want to unlock the warm clothing. And then after we unlock the clothing, I might check this like every 30 pulls. And then after I get the full set, I'll do like in chunks of 100. Just so I'm not showing every 30 times we come over here. Nothing too crazy so far. A teak seed's not horrible. But this is about like an hour worth of progress, I would say. Some quam seeds. I don't think they're that expensive. About 2K each. That's not horrible. Gold. Sapphires. More acorns. Don't need them. But it is nice to see the seeds start to sack up. Okay, that is my first pool, but I do have a torch now, which is nice. Let's take out everything I already had. About 84K for an hour. It's not horrible. I don't plan on selling most of this. I'm going to use it at the end of the day. But I just like looking at the loot. I could train my stats to get better loot, but I think at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. I could get higher fishing to get better fish, but I'm already 99 cooking. So there's no reason for me to do that exactly. But this does give me time. I need to set up my bank. I want to move all my farming into one section. I'm going to get that all organized, but this will be the end of the video. If you watched, thank you. I appreciate it. Next episode, we're going to knock out 99 fire making, probably do more quests, probably start working on combat gear. These first 5 episodes are just going to be getting the account straight up ready to start doing bossing and training Slayer and all that. So, you know, we're almost there. We're pretty good at 841 total. This is good progress this episode. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out.